Zaid Jilani of The Intercept has a piece on Georgia cops. Atlanta police suddenly enforce old law and hand out tickets to people feeding the homeless. This is one of the sickest, things that nobody really talks about. You have all these new ordinances that try to criminalize homelessness without actually addressing the root problem. So they'll say, oh, you're not allowed to sit on a park bench for a certain amount of time, and you're not allowed to eat in public in these places. And they do that to try to say, shoo, homeless people. You make the place not look as pretty. You're hurting the property values. That's what this comes down to. They go, oh, you're hurting the property values by taking care of human beings and giving a shit about their well-being. Sorry, we're going to have to fucking fine you. And there is something extra grotesque about the fact that, oftentimes you have these state legislators who claim, oh, I'm super Christian, and they run, that part of their platform is how, I'm so Christian and I care about my fellow brothers and sisters. And then they do shit like this. It's like, no, you'd be unequivocally standing up for the homeless people in this instance, but they don't. We covered, or I tweeted about this last night. There's a new fact that just came out this week. Over 500,000 Americans are homeless. That number's gone up. It's the highest since 2010. And that's particularly grotesque because it costs about $30,000 a year to taxpayers to have a homeless person on the street. You know how much it costs taxpayers to put a roof over a homeless person's head? Nothing much. Just give them a little tiny one-bedroom apartment, unfurnished, just so that they have a place to go sleep. Okay, you know how much it costs taxpayers for that? $10,000. So it costs $30,000 to leave them on the street, $10,000 to put a roof over their head. But we've decided, hey, let's spend the $20,000 more and let these homeless people be out in the streets. So we've made the wrong decision from a moral perspective, and we've made the wrong decision from a fiscal perspective. And then now when they're out on the street, we go, oh, you're a good Samaritan trying to feed them? Fuck off. Here's a ticket. How about you just do a nationwide program that gives these people a roof over their head? And then you don't have to worry about fucking ticketing people because, hey, they have a place to live. And then maybe if they have a place to live, they can get their life together in other ways. Maybe they earn a paycheck and get something to eat. But no. We always look at things that are not things that should be treated in a punitive fashion. We look at it like that. So in other words, where other countries go, rehabilitation makes more sense here. Whether it's drugs, come on, we got to be kind to these people and give them treatment. We go, no, lock them in a cage, throw away the key. Homelessness, they need help. No, you fucking ban them from being here. Punitive, bad. No, rehabilitation, no helping, bad. And no politicians talk about this. It's so sad. It's so sad that nobody's taking this up as their issue, and when it's a very important issue. I think you see more commercials about dogs that need a place to stay than homeless people. And that's not to say the dog issue is not a vital issue. It is, but you would think people take precedence over it, but they don't. And this is where we are now, where they'll fine you for doing the right thing and feeding people, and then these same politicians will turn around and pretend to be loving Christians in the next election.